What's up? What's up? This is your girl Stephanie, aka Edini Hasu Sapapa. Um, just finished shuffling up these cards. Let's see what messages come out. What a difference the angle of the camera makes. I had it lower before and I'm like, I'm not that ugly, am I? Lift it up. Totally different outlook. First card out is you tried to prepare them for the reckoning. They didn't listen. Now it's coming in like a wrecking ball. Next card out is embrace a miracle mentality. I keep it like a wrecking ball. Energies monitoring this connection. It seems as though there might be someone or something that you're dealing with. Someone. Because like I said, you tried to prepare them for the reckoning, right? You tried to prepare them for the change and the transition that you're going through because you wanted to bring them with you. You tried to prepare them for the reckoning. They didn't listen. Now it's coming in like a wrecking ball. Now you're really leaving, perhaps. And it's going to take a lot for you. That's why you need to embrace a miracle mentality. The last three cards of this this spread is like the violet color, so it's giving throat with this sort of like sea green. So you're speaking matters from the heart. You spoke matters from the heart, trying to prepare them. Like, yo, I'm changing, I'm growing. Because look, I don't know if I read this, but the bottom of the card is war between who you are and who you're becoming. You tried to prepare for the person that prepare them for the person that you're becoming. They judged you on the person that you were. But you've grown, you've evolved. And the only reason they can continue to judge you is because you allowed them to, because this is just you giving them grace in time to hopefully see you truly. But they didn't. So, and then also we have energies monitoring this connection. There was a lot of interference in this relationship. Maybe just a lot of interference in your love life. So, and all of that comes, there's so many factors that go into your love life. Family, those are the first people that you love. They teach you about love, and there's a lot of people who don't have the best experience when it comes with love from family. The first place that teaches you what love is. You may have felt abandoned, and of course, when you're in that energy, you're going to attract more abandonment until you do the work. Until you start your spiritual journey in becoming who you are. Messages are coming in, downloads coming in. This is fast movement, this is travel. So, hey, there may have been a situation you've been dealing with for years that you couldn't let go, you couldn't walk away from. And all of a sudden, you're going to get this message. It's going to be like a tower. And that resource is being cut off. You tried to prepare them for this time where the resource will be cut off, but they didn't listen. They thought that since you played the fool this long, you would never stop playing the fool. That they will always have access in the way that they want. And will always be able to manipulate you. But again, there's energies monitoring this connection. There's energies I feel on their side that has been interfering in your relationships. There's energy on your side that's been interfering with the relationship. But you've been trying to grow this person so that they can lift their vibration in order to be able to fight that spiritual warfare. But they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to heed to your advice or your guidance. You may have never really been able to open yourself up spiritually to this person because you're trying to baby feed them into that part of your life. And it just could never come together in the way it needed to. All right, so we're going to get some clarifiers out here, and then we'll wrap up. We'll do another read from the Earth Warrior deck. So bottom of the deck, we have gold. It says, you don't need someone else to fix you. You don't need someone else to fix you. And we have Goddess of Beauty. And these both cards came out in reverse. Next card is Flower. Be honest with yourself. I didn't even have to read it because this card comes out a lot. Be honest with yourself. And again, for me as a reader, I read the reversals as how other people see you. And so they feel this energy coming. They know that you've been trying to prepare them. You know, but you don't need anyone else to fix you. They know that you're slowly but surely growing and learning this, embodying this. It's just been really hard for, you know, childhood traumas. Again, when it comes to father issues, women deal with their father's issues differently from men. When it comes to mother issues, women express those motherly issues from childhood on up differently from men. And I feel like that's part of the reason why we have a lot of the gender wars and the red pill type of rhetoric. Is men are judging women for how they're handling their father issues, and perhaps vice versa. Women are judging men on how they handle their mother issues. But at the end of the day, each side needs to go back and heal that in order for us to have a good relationship between man and woman. With that, I don't know how that plays into this read at all, but just kind of rambling. Goddess of Beauty, though. They see you stepping into your beauty. It says you are a wondrous being of light. They know this about you. But they, too, didn't want you to see this light because that's going to make the reckoning come. You've been warning and preparing them, but they've been doing everything they can to stall this, to dim this light, to gaslight you. It says, you are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to change or fix. There is nothing to change or fix. This card speaks of fixing things, right? You don't need someone else to fix you. Because there's nothing that you need to change or fix. If this person rejected you, it's because they were protecting you from them. That's why you face constant rejection from this person. They want you to get too comfortable. Too comfortable. Comfortable enough to do the cat and mouse, the runner chaser thing. Comfortable enough to where you would get hurt and not leave. But they also see with the Flower card in reverse, that you are beginning to be honest with yourself. The reckoning. They felt it coming. They didn't listen. That mean they heard you, but they didn't listen in the form of taking the action to actually change. And now look, next card is the Phoenix in the upright. You were the ashes and now you're rising up. This is a war between who you are and who you are becoming. Who you were and who you have become. You're this Phoenix now. And it might be a done data for this situation. Look at this. Look at this. The next card. Number 1, new beginnings. You can be your own knight. You can be your own knight. That's why you need to embrace a miracle mentality. Because look at this. Angel of support. Spirit wants you to know you have support. Oh, there was something that I read today while I was at the park. Look at this. Look at this. Next card, justice is coming. I don't want to look down no more because we still got to go through the clarifiers for the actual read. So, clarifying, you tried to prepare them. They didn't listen. Now it's coming in like a wrecking ball. Now you're coming in like a wrecking ball, ready to wreck all this shit because you've had fucking enough. They feel you pulling back your energy with the Hermit card in reverse. They feel that you're about to go within. Face that dark night of the motherfucking soul because you are light. They've been dimming it, but now this light is about to get brighter and to illuminate the bullshit. We're about to really see them. Look at this. Didn't I say the Tower? Tower card in reverse. They feel this tower has come. It says unplug and relax for a spell. This tower is different now. They've experienced this tower before, but you were all stressed and anxious when this tower happened. You were asking questions. You were sad. You were crying. You were pleading your case to these people and trying to get them to understand. But now that the tower is filled, they don't sense this urgency from you to try to plead your case. You're relaxed. You just, when the tower filled, you just allow things to unplug and you just relax. You're not in the as much of an anxious energy anymore. You're just seeing clearer. You're just seeing clearer and able to receive the messages. Look at this. Underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Things are about to turn in your favor. I don't even want to look at the next card. So, clarifying, embrace a miracle mentality. We have 2 tarot cards came out. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. So you may feel like you would never be able to get married, but now people see that your soulmate is coming in. Now that you've come into this energy and have become who you've been working to be, you know, again, bottom of the deck, a war between who you are and who you're becoming, who you were and who you've become. I'm going to change this to who you were and who you've become. This is what this card really means for this read. Okay? I picked up a few cards by accident to read that one, but look, transforming what success looks like. And underneath that is liar, liar, pants on fire. Accept it for what it is. You see correctly. You need to exercise self-love. Accept it for what it is. This person is a liar, cheater, a deceiver, a heartbreaker. and I don't want you back in my life. So I'm taking the house, the cars, the kids, and the dog. I want it all. You're nothing but a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker, and I don't want you back in my life. So I'm taking the house, the car, the kids, and the dog. I want it all. You're nothing but. Y'all remember that song? Accept it for what it is. Accept it for what it is. Might as well see what other card this is in between this. Wow. It says, when too nice, kind, caring, and genuine, people automatically want to corrupt and take advantage of you. Whew. That card came before transforming what success looked like. They don't feel like a kind person can be successful. A nice, kind, caring, and genuine person. They don't feel like that type of person can be successful. And that may have been true back when Earth was vibrating at a specific frequency, at a certain frequency. But now that frequency is rising and you're rising with it. High vibrational things involve love, care, kindness. I don't want to say nice because some people say nice means stupid, but that's how people saw it. You're transforming what success look like. You can be a kind, a nice person and still be successful. But coming after when that card is accepted for what it is, accept that people are going to think that you're weak because you're nice, caring, and genuine. And that they will automatically want to corrupt, take advantage of you. They're going to want you to be mad and act out of your character to bring your vibration low like theirs. Your kindness, that nice, that genuineness, that caring, it calls out their demons. It shows them what a shitty human being that they are in real life. And a lot of people don't want to see the man in the mirror. They want to bring your character down so bad and bring you down into the mud with them. They want to bring you out of character so bad so they can be justified in their low vibration. Literally what the rest of the card says. But you need to accept it for what it is. Accept that for what it is. This is how this person sees you. Because that's all they're limited to with the vibration that they're on. A war between who you were and who you've become. You're no longer a person that will allow their low vibration to bring you down. So we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. Also, the God of Arts. So embrace a miracle mentality. Spirit wants you to embrace a miracle mentality when it comes to maybe a creative endeavor that you've been afraid to go after. You have everything you need. Now you just need to be able to see it. And in order to truly see it, you need to have your mind in a certain vibration. And that vibration needs to be that of a miracle. If you were to receive a miracle that will lay everything out exactly how you need it for you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, whether it's singing, what miracle would you need? Pray a miracle over your voice that you won't get nervous and you can just let those notes come out in the way you need them to. The right investor will come and the right amount of money will come to allow you to invest into your business. You meet that You know, your miracle is a handshake away, a meeting a new person away, um, a phone call away. We'll say a text message away because some of us don't answer no phone calls unless we know the number. Okay, so it's a text message away. I wouldn't say an email because not everybody check their email like that. But that text message, you're going to get that. But anyway, Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles we have here. So, I mean, you may feel like there's a lot of chaos going on in your life that, you know, especially when it revolves a relationship. The Hierophant can represent marriage in a way, but it can also represent a leadership role. And so there's a lot of chaos perhaps that you may be experiencing in stepping into this leadership role. Know it because you have the key, but you don't believe it. That's why you need to embrace a miracle mentality and see yourself with that miracle that it would take for you to come out of this energy. That's all you need to allow yourself to visualize at this point. We're not worried about these people that we want to bring with us. It's time for us, again, with this Wheel of Fortune turning in our motherfucking favor. Okay, we need to focus on evolving and growing. Look at this card underneath that, the Four of Wands. This is being fully grounded in who you are, what you want, standing 10 toes down, loving the skin that you're in, knowing that you can achieve any and everything that you put your mind to, even if it's your first time trying it or whatever. You're natural at it, and you can become expert at it whenever you so choose. With your miracle mentality, you're gonna receive the downloads. This could be part of that miracle mentality, that I will receive all the information I need, all of the know-how. I will be downloaded what I need to do with my voice in order to make this note come out the way that I want it to, so that I can truly express what the Most High Mother, Father, Creator put in me. Because as I express that creation, that is worship unto the Most High Father, Most High Mother and Father. When you express your creativity, that's worship. Okay? There's a lot of cycles ending with people. There's a lot of conflict that, you know, you may be experiencing as you go through this war. There is literally a war with who you are and who you've become. There's a war that you're in within yourself for not to not people please, to not take breadcrumbs. But you are about to win that war within self. And again, you've been trying to prepare people for the reckoning that's going to happen when you do win that war within yourself. But they didn't never think you were going to do that. All they were going to do is continue to pile on to you, to distract you. But you are taking inspired action. You're grabbing a hold of that wand, your magic wand. You're calling in those miracles, the enlightenment. And you're shining a light on that inner child and healing that inner child with the Six of Cups. This can represent nostalgia. All right? It can represent confusion. But you're receiving the messages to help you to come out of this confusion, to understand why this confusion is here. First, you got to understand why you're confused. And you're getting that understanding, which is going to bring enlightenment. You're receiving enlightenment. And seeing that you have more choices.
seeing that you only need yourself. You don't need all these many different people around you. See how these cups are upside down? You poured out those cups of love that people handed you full of fucking sewage water. And you say, you know what? I am connected to source. And I am going to invest in me. Because I know I'm not going to give myself sewer water. Period. Mother of Pentacles in the upright. You're grounded. You're nurturing, you're loving unto yourself and your inner child. And to your creations that you're about to birth. Working on those mother issues, because I did just see the Mother of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of feminine energies trying to come against you. Could be men operating in their feminine energy as well. All right. So again, remember, there's energies monitoring your connection with self, with other people. You know, they know that if you find your soul family, that's going to help you to find yourself even more. But clarifying energies monitoring this connection, we have the Son of Pentacles. And raindrops. It says take a chance on them. Let's get a few more cards out. May could have been significant as I cut to the card of May. A birthday could be in the month of May. The person you're dealing with could have a birthday in the month of May. We have share your gifts on the bottom of the deck. Remember, sharing your creative gifts is worship, because that is what the seeds that the Most High put into you. So we got the Father of Wands in reverse. And then the Son of Swords in the upright. So this may be with the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight. And then we have to take a chance on that. So maybe this, with the energies monitoring this connection, they're telling you, you need to slow down on taking a chance on these people. There's messages, perhaps communication coming in, letting you know that this, with the Father of Wands, this could be someone that is over-sexual, someone that is a player, the king player. Someone with player energy. So we have awakening, a new social circle. We have energy match, okay, coming in the future. And pain has become a weight never learned to set. Okay, so pain is a weight that some people never learn to set down. They wear their wounds like armor shielding them from love, truth, and purpose. Okay, so these perhaps are the people that you've been dealing with, the person that you may be currently dealing with. That's why, again, a war between who you were and who you're becoming. The person that you were was someone that embrace these people, because as a healer, you empathize with them. You empathize with their heartbreak and their pain. And you saw the bigger picture and wanted to help them to set down their pain. But they didn't want to set down their pain. They didn't want to do the healing work. Not just yet. But that is what had them emotionally disassociated, emotionally unavailable, able to see who you truly are. But embrace the miracle mentality that you are awakening a new social circle, people that will be the energy match to you. So again, slow down you taking a chance on them, pull back slowly. Know that there are energies monitoring this connection for better or for worse. You know, maybe energies monitoring to protect you. But and also energies coming in to keep this person in a low vibration. And that's why you've been in a relationship for so long, is because you know they have spiritual warfare working against them. And so again, with you being able to see the bigger picture, you are just really, really trying to open them up so that you can help them release that, you know, to again engage with you in high vibrational things that could allow them to build the courage and the strength to face those dark nights. Because as people on the journey has experienced multiple dark nights, and so have these people, and they face them on the level in which they know how to face them. From a place of heartbreak. That they know is there, but they've been avoiding doing the work. So that limits them in their effectiveness. But it's one that they're choosing. And you keep taking a chance on someone that's choosing the opposite. Look, I cut to this card. You're putting their happiness before your own. Reclaim your birthright. They're never going to achieve happiness if they don't face that grief, that pain. Again, pain has become a weight that people never learned, that they've never learned to put down. They just keep pushing it behind them and ignoring it, whether, again, ignoring that grief. And maybe you've fallen into that same trap. That's the reason why you stay with them, is because you're ignoring, you're trying to push that pain back. You're delaying the inevitable. You're going to go through this grief one way or the other. It's going to happen. Either they're going to do something to break your heart because they're not healed, or you walk away and you have to deal with the grief that way. You're either you're just prolonging it, or you're just gonna face it. There's energies monitoring this connection, but your spiritual team, I just cut to this card, your spiritual team is so strong now that nothing is working. That's the reason why you're about to embrace this reckoning. That's why you're about to stand up. Okay, it says any apology, explanation coming your way is coming because you're ready to receive it. Receive it with grace. So this person may come with an apology. That's why we have take a chance on them, and then the Sun of Pentacles. Because perhaps this energy is receiving the messages in a positive way, and they're actually gonna do the work, begin to do the work, but again, you gotta walk away. So, you know, take a chance very slowly. take a chance on them. Again, receive that apology with grace. But also continue to focus on you. It's time to act and feel as powerful as that person you at your fullest potential. It's time to act and feel that you've achieved that, because you have. You're a war between who you were and who you've become. You've become this powerful person. You have everything. Before you didn't have everything you needed. Now you do. Now you just have to know it. And so it's weird to know it and to act in that and to feel that energy, to really embody it. It's weird because you've been spending so much time playing small. But as you embrace it, you're going to experience unexpected joy. Unexpected joy is coming in for you. And Spirit is weeding out the stragglers in your circle, right? Weeding out the stragglers to make room for these new people coming into your life. Awakening a new social circle. Weeding out the stragglers in the circles that you are in now, because they were a part of who you were, not who you've become. Because the stragglers, they lack integrity and they are a liability. And they're going to be haunted by the ghost of you, because you're never going to leave their thoughts. They're going to always think back on you and how they didn't appreciate you. They want you to be content with the breadcrumbs. They're going to always think back on how they breadcrumbed you. But you're finding your home in your divinity, in the Most High Mother and Father. You're realizing that dealing with them is not worth the short-term satisfaction, because you know it's just going to come in spurts. They're going to do right and it's going to be good. You're going to accept them. You're going to accept their apology. You're going to allow them back in, but then they're just going to do something else stupid. Or they're going to do the same shit over and over, because they're playing on your empathic heart. Because you see that it's not them that's acting out. It's their inner child that they're not allowing themselves to really connect with. And so it breaks your heart, because you feel like you're leaving a little child out there to fend for themselves. And you know that your empathy is what keeps the world moving. This card says empathic individuals serve humanity by remaining emotionally alive despite everyone else. Right? And so people play on that strength of yours. That's why they continue to do wrong by you, because they know that you won't allow yourself to become void of your superpower, void of your contribution to keep humanity human. Empathic individuals serve humanity by remaining emotionally alive. They know you have that power and that resource within you. That's why they don't mind doing wrong by you. But you're about to take that away. You're no longer about to share your gifts with these people. And they're about to experience the reckoning. You tried to prepare them for the reckoning, but they didn't listen. And now it's going to come in like a wrecking ball on their ass. While you walk away in full confidence. Remember, we did have the Father of Wands in reverse. And so going in that way and, you know, looking at the Father of Wands in a way of just like the way I regularly look at it in a reading, they see you as someone that's super confident, you know, that's standing their ground, that's ready to fight and war with them to protect the victory within you, because you've been warring within yourself for so long. The war between who you were and who you've become, and just achieving it, it's been I don't even know the words to say, to really bring forth the impact. This has been a war that's been going on for a long time, that you've been battling, whether you know you've been battling or not. And I feel like consciously you've been battling it for maybe some years now, maybe even decades. And now that you're consciously in this war, you're about to have that same fight against anyone trying to take you back. Again, you are attracting and awakening a new social circle, because your confidence is magnetic. You're about to really stand in your confidence, because that's who you've always imagined yourself to be, who you were and who you've become, who you've been striving to become. You are him, you are her now. And you're about to experience unexpected joy by letting go of these people that choose to hold on to their pain. All right, I'm going to end it right there, family. I hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all. And until next time, peace.